The Meet Joe Black at went Brad Pitt, by the way. Pitt, Brad Pitt. The pit, rising from the pit on the third day after you die. So Brad Pitt is in the movie Meet Joe Black, and it's all over the movie is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Keep saying yes. What is yes? It's 10-4. 10-4 is yes. 10-4 slang, dictionary. 10-4 has shown up even because it gives you the history of 10-4, the expression, CB radio, later on made it more popular. It used to mean affirmative, okay, yes, and we know the okay sign is a 666, of course. 10-4 has shown up, it says here, in hip hop lyrics too, like Ghostface, Killah's 2004 Beat the Clock, where he raps 10-4, Mayday, Mayday. 10-4, Mayday, Mayday, and Beat the Clock. You got to be kidding me. Mayday? I just got through telling you about my Mayday friend, how she fits in all this stuff for tomorrow. Oh, this isn't good. I hope I'm wrong again. Beat the Clock was only came up as a 70s song, so definitely not coming up, in a Wikipedia. I'm not going to get the date to progress or anything, but just know that 10-4, Mayday, Mayday. 10-4, October 4th. Unless it's December 4th. I mean, this is getting pretty nutty. Um, what else do I want to look at? Oh, and the music group, yes. The music group, yes. Now, they had my favorite song for years. It was called Roundabout. Um, yes, band. And I'm going to see where this Roundabout is when it came out, what it progresses to. Very long song. As usual, something that always was in my head ends up being coded with them. Um, August 11th, it was recorded. Does not give a release date, gives a recording date. 88, August 11th, 1971. 8 minutes, 29-second album version. 8:11 on the rehearsal take. Let's take a look at this. Look at the 8:29, the album version. That's the day my son's wife killed herself. 8:29. Let me progress that date. 19 August, anyway, August 11th, 1971. Hang on. Well, it doesn't even matter if it'll progress. I haven't even checked it yet, but it's 186.82. It's on the 186 days. 186 and 82 days. In 6 days, which would be the 10th, it would be 186.88. But it's 186.82 tomorrow. That song is 51 years, 1 month, 23 days. All right, hang on. Let's do the progression. So it's a perfect hit on Friday, or you could back it up a day. So if you go to the 7th, which is a big day for us, obviously, because of that movie that's coming out, 186.85. 186.85 divided by 37. It's a 505 progression. If you include 86ing, August 6th, the 86th would give you that also. I'm sorry, October 6th, 86 gives you, it lands on the 6th or the 7th. Roundabout does. All-time favorite song for years. Okay. Your Meet Joe Black soundtrack of the Yes. Again, Brad Pitt. So I didn't finish all of Trump's numbers for tomorrow. If you go 163464, his number times day 277 times day 88, just 88, times 2022 times, being that it's the 4th, you don't need the month because it's a 1. It's going to just come to itself. You do. So Trump's number times all the days and dates for tomorrow. 88 days left, day 277 times 10 times 4 times 2022, 322, 2. So it's 322, 2. And remember, my number divides evenly by 37, 2226. This is 2227. 4323 sits directly in the middle with 5 digits on each side, the 4 tray, 2 tray. Got atom coding over there. You got the murder code over there. I mean, tomorrow's just freakish. That's all. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, we had 2 midpoints of 2 different eclipses. Nothing happened. Nobody even talked about it. But I believe that's a, you know, they're all bounce off point. They're all mathematical bouncing off points numerically to something. To the event day, to the rising day, the abomination of desolation day. To see that single digit, so I just wanted to hit it. So got a 76 and a 76 and a 638 fused in there. Y'all remember the 638? Great. If you don't, no big deal. So the music group, yes. 10-4, Mayday, Mayday. Well, if he's going down on 10-4, we are right on top of it, aren't we? We are on what the world would call the eve of it. Trump is 27871 days. My second wife is 17873 days. Now that's a little bit on the mind-blowing side here. And that's all on tomorrow, by the way. So let's just go with this real quick and let me show you this. 7873, so 17873. Trump is 27871. Now, when he gets to the 873, that would be his rising day if he goes down on the 4th. Again, 76, 3 months, 22 days, it would be 322. Fused with the atom coding. When you look at that, and let's go over that one more time. Her first husband was August 10th, 1971, and she was October 28th, 1973. So this is what I was told. I didn't get this out of any pagan books, witchcraft books. This is just a language. The Lord, since I was a little child, began me with a language of numbers, and my favorite number was 24. I've showed you all the jerseys. I was fascinated with 24, and come to find out, about a year ago, I learned Jesus in Strong's Concordance is 2424. I mean, my whole life, just wrapped up with numbers, but my whole life was all about these times. So when you look at my second wife's marriage number, 871, then to me it would be, if you progress it, out 3 digits, the next one would be 872, and then the next one would be 873. Well, 873 is built into her marriage number, like she will be married a third time. Well, tomorrow, her number, she will be 1787. She will be 17873 days old. Then Trump will be 27871 days old. Very strange. Fuzzy math, weird math that just happens to fall into place. It's no big deal. It's just, I'm throwing out all the what ifs now. And because remember Trump's number, my first wife was Obama's birthday, but my year Obama was my year, but my wife's birthday. He was August 4th, 1961. Well, I was born in 61. She was born August 4th. So 8 times 4 times 1964, she was born. That's her number. And my second wife and her 2 kids combined, I've showed you before, come to 629, because the next progression would be 629. And they were little kids. So you marry the wife, you marry the kids. They weren't grown. So my next wife, 2 digits, my next progression is 63, and my would-be third wife would be 64. Well, Trump's number is 163464. 6 times 14 times 1946. 163 for the 64. He is Candyman. He won the 63 for the 64. Well, tomorrow really is a big time kind of day. It was my divorce, my first divorce, and it reps her first divorce with Trump's number, 871. Remember, she's 871 0708739 Tomorrow's just a very freaky mathematical. There's no doubt about it. The fact that he would rise on 76,322, he would rise on 76 years old, 3 months and 22 days old. I mean, it's too perfect, isn't it? We just got our new moon, didn't we? Yeah, I don't know what we're in. I'll check. 21 a.m. The moon goes into Aquarius. So would he rise on the Aquarius or Pisces? I don't know. Remember all those fish jumping in the boat, which was weird. And he's floating on the water. You know what I'm saying? And I pet goat. What kind of day is it? So it's Libra. It would be air, air, water, air, air, fire, air, earth, water, earth, earth, fire. It's a very airy kind of day. In their pagan world. The sun will move to 11 degrees of Libra. And the moon will move into another water sign. I mean, another air sign. Aquarius. You're like, Aquarius, the water bearer. I know, but it's an air sign. Never made sense. It's pagan. It's paganism. It's witchcraft. It's satanic. It's Luciferian. Leave it alone. We just track stuff in their world. See how they're reading stuff. See what they're looking at. What kind of day they've got for themselves for tomorrow. Saturn and Uranus are both at 18 degrees. and they're squaring each other. Synastry Astrology, October 2022. This month's astrology, Cafe Astrology. We'll get the skinny. It's my son calling. My son is just doing absolutely fantastic. It's been a blessing, 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 blessing. So September 25th, blah, blah, blah. On October 2nd, Mercury goes direct with Virgo after a retrograde period. So Mercury was in retrograde, one of their big popular things. It had been in it since September 9th. We've been in a good position to reevaluate our routines, blah, 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 blah. On October 8th, Pluto turns direct after the retrograde motion. So Pluto is in retrograde. And then it's been in retrograde. It's either, it's a slower moving, wandering star. These are not planets. These are, of course, wandering stars right above us on our flat level plane Earth that's surrounded by Antarctica. So it's, yeah. Intensity is with us in the days and perhaps weeks for sensitive people surrounding this date with strong focus on ambition and need to feel empowered. See, I'm just trying to see how all this will come about with them. You know what I'm saying? October 9th is the full moon in Aries. This illumination reminds us to consider how we are honoring ourselves in context of the close relationships. Now, remember, that's the head wound planet. That's all about, when I read in the book and studied it, and it was always true too. Aries people all have scars on their heads because they're head first. And of course, Trump will have the scar on his head. So it really is a perfect full moon for him. I mean, every day of this month, y'all, it's just every day. But when I find something big, I'll make it an all chips day, if that makes sense. It's a new poker game every time. If I'm out, I have to go find a new game, right? And that would be the next. So I'm really saying the 4th is a big time day rising on the 6th. It's just big, big, big. While the sun forming an alignment with Venus and a trine to Saturn near this full moon. Okay. Mars Neptune square. Isn't that what we were looking at? The Mars Neptune square. Saturn Uranus. So Mars is at 21 Gemini. Okay, Gemini is going to square, 21, 23. And they are the same. It's Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo. Get what you call them. They're not, they're the fixed, maybe. I can't remember. I've been out of this stuff so long. I used to have all this stuff, man. I used to just be a freaking expert on this. But you're talking about, I quit over 10 years ago. Use it or lose it, folks. And I'm glad the Lord pulled me out of it. So yeah, that's a square. And then Saturn Aquarius. They didn't say anything about Saturn Aquarius. I'm sorry. They didn't say anything about Saturn Uranus, or did they? And I just missed it. Venus. There's more on Saturn. Turns direct, serving a strong reminder to take. I mean, there's 3 planets in a retrograde. Jupiter, retrograde. Saturn, retrograde. Uranus, retrograde. Neptune, retrograde. Pluto, retrograde. And Mercury was in retrograde. Are you kidding me? All these planets are in retrograde? Is that what tenet's all about? Moving backwards and forwards? Because these things don't actually move backwards. The way they set it, that it appears that they're moving backwards when you are looking at it in the sky. Whatever. Just focus on the fact that in their satanic world, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row that are retrograde, and Mercury was. So on the 23rd, Saturn turns direct. With Saturn's direct turn, on October 25th, you get the new moon. That's that eclipse we were talking about. A fantastic rising day for going down when Saturn turns direct and rising on the new moon solar eclipse. And there it says, be sharing a strong focus in the weeks and even months after this solar eclipse. Control, power, money will be the focus, and intimacy. Well, gosh almighty. This eclipse can illuminate emotional financial investments. Oh boy, will it ever, if he's going down, right? And possibly challenge them. Oh yeah. Eclipse occurred in early Scorpio. Retrograde Jupiter returns to the sign of Pisces. See, they're all in retrograde. On the 30th, Mars turns retrograde in the sign of Gemini. So Mars is not retrograde, but will be turning retrograde. Unbelievable. Trust me, I've never seen it like this. That's just insane. Absolutely, positively. All right. That's got to be it. Love y'all. Tomorrow's a big day, October 4th. We shall see. Yes, right? Yes is 10-4. Yes spelled out is also 2519. 2519. I don't remember what the 519 is, do you? That's okay. Or the 25. All right, love y'all.